こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. I'm going to continue with immersion training with Card Captor Sakura. Kiro-chan ni omakase. Leave it to Kiro-chan.
こにゃにゃちは暑いの暑いの飛んでいけ、夏の暑さも吹き飛ばす気分お任せのコーナーがやってきたで。こにゃにゃちは暑いの暑いの
Atsui no atsui no tonde ike. Let's see, tonde ike. Let's see. Natsu no Atsusa. Let's see, Atsutsa mo. See, is that Shiki Tobasu or?
こにゃにゃちは暑いの暑いの飛んでいけ、夏の暑さも吹き飛ばす気分こにゃにゃちは暑い
Yeah, Atsui is hot. Okay, yeah. So, Tonde Ike. That's either. Let's see, to go. Yeah, that's either to go flying or able to fly. Let's see. Let's see, Natsu no Atsusa. That's a noun form of hot, which would be heat or hotness, okay. Atsusa mo fuki tobasu, to blow away, to blow up. So let's see, this fuku is to blow of the wind, to blow one's breath, to play a wind instrument, to emit smoke, fire, etc., to appear on the surface, okay. So blowing, basically air coming out, essentially, and appearing. So appear plus to make something fly, which is tobasu. In this case, fly as in something being flung rapidly. So blowing plus flying, aka blown away or blown off. In other words, a huge blow. So fuki tobasu. Let's see, blowing away the heat. Let's see, the summer. Let's see, hot, blowing away. Let's see, the summer heat. No, that's blowing away. So that's hot, and then flying. See, this is intransitive. So yeah, this makes sense. Blowing away the summer heat. Okay. So atsui no tonde ike natsu no atsusa mo fuki tobasu. What did the rest of it supposed to mean? Please explain the grammar of See, repeating Atsui no creates a rhythmic, emphatic structure similar to saying, it's so hot in English. This repetition intensifies the feeling and is common in lyrical and spoken emphasis. Let's see. Tondeike. Fly, okay. Ike in the imperative form of iku, meaning to go. Together, tondeike is a compound imperative meaning flying away or go flying off. It's a strong direct command, often used in emotional dramatic contexts. This form is more forceful than polite. Okay. So, Natsuno Atsusa mo Furi ki tobasu. Okay, summer he let's see, to blow away sunflower, in other words to blow away. Okay, this phrase exemplifies a poetic and emotional style common in Japanese summer festivals, songs, and motivational chants. Repetition of an imperative mood reflects a collective wish to overcome discomfort, often accompanied by action like a fan waving, water sprinkling, or dancing. Okay, is not used in formal writing but thrives in performative, lyrical, and communal settings where emotional expression is prioritized over grammatical formality. So, as it's so hot, or as as the blows away, no, as the hot goes flying, summer blows away, something like that. Let's see, it's hot, go away, blow away the summer heat. It's wait, go away. How does Tonde came in go away? That means fly away. Tobu's intransitive. What does it mean? So hot, fly away, blow away even the summer heat. It's an emphatic rhythmic chant expressing a strong desire to escape or eliminate the oppressive summer heat. Atsuino intensifies the feeling of discomfort while Tonde Ike and Fuki Tobasu blow away are forceful commands urging the heat to disappear. So, Atsui no Tonde Ike Natsu no Atsusa mo Fuki Tobasu. So it's hot, fly away, blow away the summer heat.
の暑さも吹き飛ばす気分爽快情報満載ケロちゃん。暑いの暑いの飛んでいけ。夏の暑さも吹き飛ばす気分爽快情報満暑さも吹き飛ばす気分爽快情報。
Kibun Sokai, feeling great, refreshed. So, mind, spirit, basically the segmentation kanji, which gets used for understanding as well. Segment, share, refreshing, bracing, resonant, sweet, and then cheerful, pleasant, agreeable, comfortable. So, feeling great, refreshed. That word by itself, kibun. Kibun, feeling, mood. So the division of like the atmosphere, aka mood, so would be the current mood. Okay, so kibun. So kibun and then sokai. Refreshing, exhilarating, invigorating, bracing. So refreshing mood is just mood plus refreshing. Kibun sokai. Okay, so Joho, information, news, which comes from feeling, emotion, sympathy, circumstances, facts, and report. So reporting the facts. Or Joho, Mansai, full load, being fully loaded, being loaded to capacity. This is made from fullness and then board, get on. So when you get on completely with fullness, you're fully loaded. Okay. So we have fully loaded news. Okay. Let's see. So uh, so feeling refreshed. Let's see. Let's see. Feeling refreshed. Fully loaded news. Or as they translate it. Feel refreshed, packed with information. So, Kibun Sokai. Kibun Sokai. Joho Mansai. Joho Mansai. Kibun Sokai. Joho Mansai.
暑いの暑いの飛んでいけ。夏の暑さも吹き飛ばす気分爽快情報満載ケロちゃんにお任せのコーナーがやってきたで。よう見てや。ほな行く。
ケロちゃんにお任せのコーナーがやってきたで。So it's come time to do Leave It to Kira-chan segment.
暑いの暑いの飛んでいけ。夏の暑さも吹き飛ばす気分爽快情報満載ケロちゃんにお任せのコーナーがやってきたで。みんなも誰とらんでよう見てや。ほな行くで。
みんなも誰とらんでよ見てや。ほな行くで。 Hona iku desu. Well, let's go. Okay, then minna mo dare torande. Let's see. Dare or dale? Undercut a man's edge. Okay. Toran section. I wonder if this is supposed to be over nai. Please explain the grammar of dare torande is a standard Kansai dialect grammar. This is almost certainly a mishearing or typo of dare torande. More likely dare to hyonin or dare tora combined with negative. Okay. Let's see, ikande. Let's see, dare torande is a specific slang contraction for who are you talking about. Everyone decide who you're talking about and watch carefully. Well then, let's go. Is toran the word toranai? Oh, maybe it's torande. No, tora. Take, okay. Hold in toru, okay. Toranai. So, dare is supposed to be the dare for who. Minamo. Take who, what? Okay, this is supposed to say, don't slack off, everyone watch closely, here we go. What? That's what that's supposed to mean? Let's see. Please explain how this means. The slack off interpreter relies on interpreting dare torande not as a little question of who, but as a rhetorical command or specific slang usage, where toru implies taking it easy or loafing, and dare is likely a mishearing of a specific slang for darara, slacking, or instead whatever. However, the most accurate linguistic bridge, the specific English translation, is interpreting phrase as a compressed high-energy command, common in Osaka, common in sports contexts. Let's see. Slack off interpretation. Dare torande. Well, literally, who are you taking? In this specific context, it is likely a contraction or mishearing. Let's see. Dare could be dare ke torande or dare. Okay, no.
パフォーマンサイケロちゃんにお任せのコーナーがやってきたで。みんなも誰とらんでよう見てや。コーナーがやってきたで。みんなも誰とらんでよう見てや。
This is not a mishearing. See, the word is indeed dare. It functions rhetorically. Who do you think you are slacking off? Implied context. But the don't slack off translation strongly suggests the root is related to dada slacking. I'd probably have to look at this sentence in some more details later. So, everyone, and who you taking? See your way what? Everyone watch closely. Here we go. Okay. Where does the watch closely come from? Oh, that's right. Yo is the Kansai Bin way of saying yoku, which is well or often. So in other words, watch where. In other words, watch closely. So yo mite ya ana ikude. So well, here we go. So it's translated into as everyone don't slack off, watch closely. Well, here we go. Mina mo dare torande yo mite ya honna ikude.
みんなも誰とらんでよう見てや。ほな行くで。久しぶりに登場したバトルコスチューム。いや、ほな行くで。久
しぶりに
登場したバトル
飛ばしたバトルコスチューム。Let's see. 久しぶり。After a long time. Oh, that's right. Yeah, hisashiburi. And then ni because it's a time-based word. Hisashiburi. If I remember correctly, this comes from isasu. Buru. What is the origin of hisashi, meaning long, specifically regarding time, and then Hoodoo, which is pronounced as Budu because of Dakuten rule, indicates first time after or a period of absence that has like a shake or swing meaning. As in other words, you've changed something. So after a change from a long period, in other words, it's been a long time. So hisashiburi ni tojo shita. Entrance, appearance in this honor the scene arrival, made from ascend, climb up, noboru or agaru, and location. So you ascending and then place, in other words, you appear. Okay, so tojo. So the first time in a long time, a battle costume appears. So hisashiburi ni tojo shita. So first time in a long time appearing battle costume. O hisashiburi ni tojo shita battle costume.
ほな行くで。久しぶりに登場したバトルコスチューム。いやー、ほんま久しぶりやな。
いや、ほんま久しぶりやな。So something, it truly is, it's truly been a while. Yeah. That's oh my, oh dear. So oh my, it's been a while. It truly has been a while. So iya, honma hisashiburi ya na.
ほな行くで。久しぶりに登場したバトルコスチューム。いやー、ほんま久しぶりやな。おっきなマントにとんがり帽子やな。おっきな
Okina manto ni tongari boshi. So a big manto. I wonder if that was what they mean by. If you remember from MMORPG games, mantle usually refers to the cape. So that's probably what this is. Yeah, mantle, cloak, mantle. So a big cape, tongari boshi, pointy hat, cone-shaped hat, pixie hat. So what is this tongari word? This boshi's just hat. Sharp point, tongari, noun. So pointy hat. It's a point plus hat is a pointy hat. So Okina manto ni tongari boshi. So yeah, so it has a big mantle and a pointy hat.
バトルコスチューム。いやー、ほんま久しぶりやな。おっきなマントにとんがり帽子、ショートパンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。ショートパンツもか。
Let's see, ショートパンツもかわいいらしゅうて。Let's see, かわいいらしゅう。What a rashi, but rashu. And then totemo guya. Yeah, so kawaii rashi. Please explain the grammar of this phrase. Difference between let's see. Kawaii rashi when you see a thing which is cute and you have a feeling of wanting to protect it. For example, a cat, a baby, a little girl, etc. Or things, okay. Kawaii means just cute. Let's see. What else does someone say? Difference between kawaii and kawaii-rashi. Kawaii is cute. Kawaii-rashi, lovely. Kawaii is a subjective expression mainly used for appearance. Kawaii-rashi is an objective expression. It is used for appearance, actions, personalities, etc. Overall, for the or for the overall atmosphere that combines them. Let's see. Rashi and kawaii rashi originally means an inference or hearsay. It implies that others would also think it is cute. Inference. Kawaii rashi includes the same nuance. Kawarashi means looking charming or adorable, but it doesn't always mean the appearance is cute. Kawaii means cute. Appearance is good, okay? See, kawarashi tends to be used for small things such as babies or kittens. Kawaii is used for various cute and pretty things such as male, girl, kitten, cat, or something like that. Okay. There's a little bit difference between the two words, but you don't have to pay much attention. Okay. For example, in the case of kawaii, the nuance of being fascinated mainly by the appearance of the girl becomes stronger. So kawaii is more appearance-oriented than kawarashi. Probably one of those words in which you probably need many hours of immersion to actually understand the real difference between the two words. Konnichiwa, Wildon, Genki desu ka? See, kawaii, what was the word kawaii? Kawarashi or kawarashi? Kawarashi. There's a kawaii-rashi. Okay. So kawaii arashute. This is the Kansai dialect Osaka Kyoto area conjugation of kawaii rashi meaning cute. Standard Japanese is kawaii rashi kute. So in other words, that's kawaii rashi in connective form. So they did shute instead of kute. Right. The I at the end of the adjective changes to U. Making it kawaii rashi to kawaii rashu before connecting to the te form particle. This is a common feature of Kansai dialect for adjectives ending in I. That's changing the I to U. Was changing the I to U in kawaii-rashi done just to make it in the connective form? Or does the word get used as kawaii-rashu? The change from I to U in the kawaii shu is specifically to create the connective form equivalent to the te form. The word kawaii rashu is not typically used as a standalone adjective to end a sentence. Okay, so specifically for making the connective form. So, shorto pantsu mo kawaii rashu te totemo guya. So the short pants are or stylish or cute, however you want to translate it, and very goo. What does that mean, goo? Good. Goo. Slang for good or great. It is a short and casual form of sugoi, or e, often used in youth slang or casual speech. It is also derived from the English good. So, shoto pantsu mo kawaii rashute totemo guya. So the short pants are very stylish. The short pants are stylish and very good.
ほんま久しぶりやな。おっきなマントにとんがり帽子、ショートパンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅうか。らしゅうてとってもグーや。しかし
このいかにも魔法少女中
このいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好とも
が
なマントにとんがり帽子、ショートパンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。しかしこのいかに
Maho Shoujo or magical girl, and then kako shape form figure. Let's see. Appearance style. Ikanimo. Indeed, really, truly, very extremely. See, chu is the way of saying toyu. So it's said that this truly is a magical girl style or clothing, or let's see, and then shikashi, however, which comes from shikashi, but this is shikashi, which is an emphatic way of saying it. Let's see, that's the kanji for dull. Interesting. Such as and what? Okay, dull. How, in what way? Which is sort of what dull means as well. How, in what way? So, in all ways. So in the direction of all ways. So which would mean indeed or truly. What is the in this? What is the origin of ikanimo? Lies in the combination of the classical Japanese interrogative ikani, meaning how or in what manner, and the emphatic particle mo. Historically, classical Japanese, in the Heian period, the phrase appeared as ikanimo kakunimo, which roughly translates to in either way or whatever the case. Over time, the meaning shifted from a question of manner to an emphatic assertion. It evolved to mean truly or indeed, or just like. Okay, used to strongly agree with a statement, or to emphasize that something is exactly as it appears or is expected to be. In this context of the quote, ikanimo is used to mean so typical of, or exactly like, okay, and so typical of, or exactly like describing a magical girl appearance that is unmistakably stereotypical. Explain ikanimo kakunimo in more detail. Ikani in how and what way, kakuni in this way or thus. The demonstrative equivalent of ikanakani. Mo, a particle used to create a sense of inclusiveness or emphasis. Literally, the phrase translates to whether in that way or this way, howsoever and thus. So in what way? In this way. And they said that originally meant in either way. So in what way? In this way, translated to in either way, or whatever the case. So ikanimo means in what way, or in, I guess you could say in all ways. Let's see. Why is ni with ika as an adverbial suffix attached to the interrogative ika? In classical Japanese, ika is the stem of the interrogative adjective ikana, meaning what kind of or how. To turn this stem into an adverb meaning in what manner or how. So it's an adjective as ikana, okay. How the particle ni is appended. So ika is stem meaning what or how, and the ni adverbial marker equivalent to the modern function of turning the na adjectives into adverbs. So shizuka, shizuka ni. So ika ni. The ni is the same grammatical element found in modern Japanese that converts nominal adjectives into adverbs. Benrina, benrini, okay. Okay, ikani was the standard classical verb for how when the emphatic particle mo was added to create ikani mo. The ni remained as the structural bridge that allowed the phrase to function as an adverbial modifier for the rest of the sentence. Without the ni, ikamo would grammatically function as an adverb of manner in classical Japanese syntax. Okay. So, shikashi, kona, I guess you could think of it like in what way, in all ways, as dare is who, and daremo is anyone. So in all ways, or aka truly. So shikashi, kono ika ni mo, maho shoujo chu kakko. However, wait, why is kono here? Why is kono part of this? Japanese kono cannot stand alone and must be followed by now. Okay, yes. Without kono, the sentence would lack the specific pointer indicating which outfit is being discussed, i.e. this specific outfit right here. Shikashi, kono, so this, okay, so this, wait, but why is there no noun with it, though? What noun is kono paired with? is paired with Kako, appearance or outfit. So in this case, Kako's outfit. So this outfit. So shikashi, この一家にも魔法少女中、かっこ So, however, uh, this magic, this can truly be said to be a magical girl outfit. And the translator describes it as. But seriously, this outfit really screams magical girl. しかし、この一家にも魔法少女中、かっこ
帽子、ショートパンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好、ともえも帽子、ショートパンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好、ともえもツボしかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好、ともえもしゅうてとってもグーや。しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好、グーや。しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好。
Oh, I don't see that hear a double C in his pronunciation of chew.
パンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好、ともえもツボパンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。しか
し、so the way he sounds like he's saying it is しかしこのいかにも魔法少女中過去 or the way it looks written as しかしこのいかにも魔法少女中過去
帽子、ショートパンツも可愛らしゅうてとってもグーや。しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好、ともえもツボ押さえとるな。
ともよもすぼ
しかしこのいかにも魔法少女っちゅう格好、ともえもツボ押さえとるな。
Subo. Let's see, dice cup, depression patient aim, key point that appears to one's. Okay, I think key point is what it's supposed to be. Tomoyamo Shubo. So Shubo Osaetoru. To pin down, to hold down, to press down, to hold in place, to cover, to get a hold, to obtain, to seize, to grasp, to reserve, to block off. Wait. So, osaeru. So if it's osaet, this is ichidan. So osaet te oru would be osaetoru. So Tomoyo's also grasping the key points, but what's this no though? Oh no, talent gift. Oh, this is probably short for no ya or something. So Tomoyo's gift has the gift of one of the word, and then this is just a descriptor for it. She has a gift for grasping the key points. So Tomoya mo subo osaetoru. Osaete, yeah. Tomoya mo subo. Tomoya mo subo osae toru no. Gee, translator says Tomoya really knows how to hit the right notes, doesn't she? Okay, so Tomoya also knows how to grasp the key points. So Tomoya mo subo osae toru no. No talent gift. Okay.
しかしこのいかにも魔法少女中学校ともえもツボ押さえとるの。羽の形をした留め金ともえもツボ押さえとるの。羽の形
Hane. Oh yeah, that's wings. That's right. Feathers are wings. Okay. Hane. Akatachi form. So feather form. To have done feather form. Tome ga gane. Clasp latch. Catch fastener. But basically something that holds meant to hold something in place or enclose. Okay, whatever it is. Clasp latch. Catch fastener. Tomoe ga gane. That comes from detain, fasten, halt, and then gold. I wonder if this came from people may having gold fasteners essentially in their formal wear. And so, hence, it got the name of essentially gold stoppers, or in other words, the fastener essentially. Tome gane. So, to have done a wing-shaped fastener. So, there's a wing-shaped fastener, or hane no katachi. Hane no katachi o shita tome gane. Hane no katachi wo shita tome gane. Or there's a gold fastener. I mean, there's a wing-shaped fastener. Yeah, feather-shaped clasp. So, hane no katachi wo shita tome gane. Tome gane.
お前もツボ押さえとるの。羽の形をした留め金こういうとこにも気を使うとるとこはさすが。こういうとこにも気を使うとるとお前もツボ押さえとるの。羽の形をした留め金こういうとこ。
That's right. Hane, what makes this? Feathers and then root radical, okay. So, koyu, such, this sort of. So this way, so to say this way, toko, it's probably from Tokoro place. To say this way, incidents, thing, like Nemo, Kyo, school. Let's see. Sky, so school. So to use, let's say use mind to take what? Please explain the grammar of Koyu is pre-noun adjectival type of demonstrated meaning this kind or such thing. Okay. Toko. This is a casual colloquial contraction of tokoro, which means place, area, or situation. Nemo. This particle indicating a target or direction of an action. Here it marks where the care or attention is directed. Okay. Kyotsukau. This is a set phrase. Jo shogo, meaning to pay attention. Oh, that's right. Key can be focus. So using focus would essentially be, or yeah, key is mind. So using mind, or in other words, using focus would be paying attention. Kyoskau, to be considerate, to be careful. And toko wa, again, short for tokoro, referring to this part, the aspect or the thing. Wa, topic model. It sets this part aspect where one pays attention to such places as the topic of the sentence. Let's see, overall meaning. As for the part aspect where one pays attention to even these kinds of minor spots, or this is the part where you should show consideration for even these kinds of details. It highlights specific characteristic behavior being considered as small or seemingly insignificant details. The speaker is likely praising or pointing out that the person's thoughtfulness extends these kinds of places. Say, こういうとこにも school. Let's see, school. Wait, toru. What is this toru again? Oh. No, that's. Yeah, what is toru? What is this? Toru. Contraction of te iru. Okay, but we have skau here. We don't have skatte. Oh, that's right. Kansei Ben conjugates skau as. They first call it skou, and they conjugate it as skou te. And skou te in continued form is skou te oru in Kansei Ben, which becomes skou toru. Okay, so this is just the Tokyo Ben equivalent of skatte iru. So skou toru. Okay, so 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 as for this kind of way play. So in other words, as for this detail, using mine for the using mine detail. In other words, so the fact that she pays attention to a detail like this. So so this part must be a detail like this. So this kind of detail pays attention detail. So even for this kind of detail, it's a pay attention detail. In other words, こういうとこにも、気をつこうとるとこは, and this toku from Tokoro, I guess, is meaning detail.
お前もツボ押さえとるな。羽の形をした留め金。こういうとこにも気をつこうとるとこはさすがともえやね。留め金。こういうとこにも気をつこうとるとこはさすがともえやね。
さすがTomoyoやね. So as expected of Tomoya.
チェック。お前もツボ押さえとるな。羽の形をした留め金。こういうとこにも気をつこうとるとこはさすがともえやな。
Tomoyoやな.
こういうとこにも気をつこうとるとこはさすがともえやな。
So as expected of Tomoyo, okay.
バリバリケロちゃんチェック。
Bari Bari Kiro-chan check. So what is Bari Bari? Vigorously ripping, tearing, scratching, eating with a stiff, starchy crisp, working hard, energetically, vigorously. So sort of like vigorously. So vigorously, Kira-chan check. I think what they're really trying to say is, with a vigor, the Kira-chan check, or let's do the Kira-chan check with a vigor. Bari Bari Kira-chan check.
留め金。こういうとこにも気をつこうとるとこはさすがともえやな。バリバリケロちゃんチェック。さくらお気に入りのリュック。さすがともえやな。バリバリケロちゃんチェック。さくら
See, so, Sakura, Okini, Iri, Sakura's to enter mine, let's see, Ruku, a rucksack. What? favorite. Oh, that's right. When something enters mind, it's called the favorite. So enter mind. So Sakura's favorite rucksack, or non-rigid backpack, essentially. So Sakura okiri ni iri no ryuku. Sakura okiri ni iri no riku.
バリバリケロちゃんチェック。さくらお気に入りのリュック、卵みたいな形やからさくらはバリバリケロちゃんチェック。さく
So Sakura okiri
さくらお気に入りのリュック、
卵みたいな形やから桜は so egg appearance of form. So from the fact that it's an egg appearance, Sakura. So tamago mitai na katachi ya kara sakura wa.
さすが友えやな。バリバリケロちゃんチェック。さくらお気に入りのリュック、卵みたいな形やからさくらは卵さんリュックちゅうとるんや。
See, Tamago-san Riku okay Rikuchu Torunya. So Sakura Sakura calls it Tamago-san Riku. See, Torunya. What's this Torunya for? Please explain the grammar of Torunya appears to be a Kansai dialect equivalent of Keiru, present continuous state. Eggs on rucksack called, okay. Use the Torun part of the Suchu. Suchu is from Toyu, okay, yes. Torun, a contraction of Teiru. Yes. So is this supposed to be Ite? Is this supposed to be Iteiru then? Is that what it's supposed to be? Toyu Teiru. Standard Japanese equivalent. Toyu Teirun. Meaning it is that they are called noun, or simply it's called now. Suchu handles the part called. Toru handles is. What? So, Tsuchu Horun is not Iteru. It corresponds to to iteru. Okay, that's what I meant to write. Tsuchu, you called sane. Toru, progressive state. So the phrase Tsuchu Torun expands to Toi Teirun. So Torun was added to show the EU and Tsuchu was in continuous state. Yes, exactly. The Torun part indicates that the state of being called is continuous or currently in effect. So Tsuchu is just Toyu by itself, but when you do Tsuchu Torun, which is its equivalent to To Ite Iru or To Ite Oru, and the common contraction of Te Oru to just Toru. Okay, so in other words, Sakura currently calls it egg-san rucksack or tamago-san rukuchu torunya.
さくらお気に入りのリュック、卵みたいな形やからさくらは卵さんリュックちゅうとるんや。羽もついとって可愛らしいやろ。
羽も吸い取って可愛らしいやろ。So let's see, suitote, which is probably from suite ote. So as for the attached wings, aren't they stylish or cute? 羽も吸い取って可愛らしいやろ。
形やからさくらは卵さんリュックちゅうとるんや。羽もついとって可愛らしいやろ。おっともう時間や。
おっともう時間や。おっと。So yeah, mojikanya, so it's already time. In other words, time's up essentially. So oto. Oh, let's see, does it mean oops? Let's see. Please explain the grammar of this. Oto. This is an interjection used to express a sudden realization and minor mistake. similar to oops, whoops, or oh. It signals that the speaker has just noticed something. Okay, so Oto, mo jikanya. Oh, it's already time.
おっともう時間や。ワイトさくらは喧嘩してもうたけど、いや、ワイトさくらは喧嘩してもう。おっともう時間や。ワイトさ。
Waito Sakura wa kenka shite. Oh, kenka's argument. Oh, that's right. So Sakura is now doing argument. Let's see. Shitemo. Oh, Mo is probably. No, let's see. Shimao. Yeah, no, it would just be Mao. Yeah. Mo shitemo. Please explain the grammar of this. Oh, that's right. They changed Ma to Mo in Kansai Ben. So Mo. Oh, and this is Mota, so it's the past tense. So this is like Shimata, but Shimao becomes Mo, and Mo gets past tense into Mota. So I and Sakura just ended up arguing, but so Waito Sakura wa kenka shite mota kedo Waito Sakura wa kenka shite mota kedo.
でかいらしいやろ。おっともう時間や。ワイトさくらは喧嘩してもうたけど、みんなは仲良せなあかんで。素直に謝るんが一番や。ワイトさくらは喧嘩してもうたけど、みんなは仲良せな。
みんなは仲。
羽もついとってかいらしいやろ。おっともう時間や。ワイトさくらは喧嘩してもうたけど、みんなは仲良せなあかん。
せなかんで。Let's see. みんなは仲良。Close, intimate, on good terms. Oh, that's yo as in good, isn't it? Oh yeah, yoi. So yo. So in the middle of good, well or often, so good. So naka yo. So this says it's naka e. But yo is another way of saying e, so naka yo. Sena. Oh, yeah, sena is a concept and way of saying shinai. So akan is a way of saying dame, so it's bad. So as for everyone, not doing good terms, being on good terms is bad. In other words, that's a Japanese way of saying you should be on good terms. When you say use the double negative, so everyone should be on good terms. So everyone needs to get along. Yes, okay. Mina wa nakayo sena akande. Or everyone needs to get along. In other words, everyone being on doing bad term, not everyone not doing bad terms is bad. It's a literal translation.
ちゅうとるんや。羽もついとってかいらしいやろ。おっともう時間や。ワイとさくらは喧嘩してもうたけど、みんなは仲良せなあかんで。もししてもうたらワイのように素直に謝るんが一番やな。なんでもししても
もししてももししてもたら if we end up doing y のように so let's see with my wayもししてもたら y のように素直に謝るんが一番やな。Okay. So, like, that's right. To be sure, in order to, or like, okay. So, wait. So, with like me, Sunao, obedient, meek, honest, frank, straight, upfront about one's feelings. So in other words, with honesty about feelings. So like me, with honesty about feelings, ayamaru, to apologize. Ayamaru and apologize. Then Ichiban is the best. So, so if you do, in other words, if what he was talking about previously about arguing, so if you do argue, in other words, if you do, so like me, apologize with honesty. What is the best? So if you do argue, it's best to apologize with. It's best to do an honest apology like me. It's best to do what I did and do an honest apology like me. So moshi shite mo tara wai no yo ni sunao ni ayamarun ga ichiban ya na. See, if you do something wrong, the best thing to do is to apologize honestly, just like I did. Sunao, and then ayamaru. Sunao. So, moshi shite mo tara wai no yo ni sunao ni ayamarun ga ichiban ya na.
おっともう時間や。ワイとさくらは喧嘩してもうたけど、みんなは仲良せなあかんで。もししてもうたらワイのように素直に謝るんが一番やな。ワイのように素直に謝るんが仲良せなあかんで。 もししてもうたらワイのように素直に謝るんが一番やな。ほなな。やったー、楽しい楽しい夏休み。
やったー、楽しい楽しい、夏休み。So, やったー、楽しい楽しい、夏休み or at last, the fun summer break or the enjoyable summer break.
やったー、楽しい夏休み。今年は別荘に泊まりに行くの。やったー、楽しい夏休み。今年は別荘に泊まり。
So this year, Besso holiday house, villa in college. So in other words, a different villa. In other words, a holiday house or different house. So it's literally different house, kind of a meaning to it. So this year, different house or Besso ni tomari. Oh yeah, I took stay in lodging. Yeah, this kanji is used for like stopping by at a place Tomaru to stay at an inn, essentially. So that's noun form would be lodging, I guess. To stay at a hotel, it sort of takes on the meaning of stopping, but in the case of like only in the situation of stopping to stay at a hotel. Tomari. Tomari iku no. So let's see, this year. Let's see. So I know this Tomari is the destination ni, uses the destination ni. So we're going to a hotel. What is this? What type of ni is this? Betso. What type of ni is used for blah in this? Ni is required here because the main verb is iku, which denotes movement towards the target location. Explain Besso ni in more detail. It's a ni function. But the other ni is the destination marker, though. See, isn't the destination blah? Tamari ni. No, the destination is beso, not a tamari. Oh, that's right. Tamari is the purpose ni. Not the destination, it's the purpose. So the destination is beso or the holiday house. So we'll go into the holiday house for the purpose of stopping, tamari, or staying the night. So, kotashi wa beso ni tomari ni iku no. So this year we're going to the holiday house for the purpose of staying the night.
やったー、楽しい夏休み。今年は別荘に泊まりに行くの。ゆきとさんも一緒だし、もう幸せだよ。
Yukito-san mo isho, let's see, isho dashi mo shiawase da yo. So, since Yukito-san is also going to be with us, I'm already so happy. Or in other words, I'm so happy because Yukito-san's going to be with us. Sure. So, Yukito-san mo isho dashi mo shiawase da yo.
行くの。ゆきとさんも一緒だし、もう幸せだよ。そこでね、素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど、そこでね、
Soko dene, so over there, let's see, Steki na oji-san, so a wonderful old man, Steki na oji-san to nakayoku naretan da kedo. So that is okay, let's see. Meihiminator wa ni does all sorts of wacky things in Japanese depending on the context. Best thing to do is shrug and move on. Toimashita. Now, I've always been of the opinion that you should try to understand why things work the way they do. Like, otherwise, all that training I did at Rosetta Stone when I started would have been pointless if I just didn't try to figure out why things were working, because I wouldn't have had any understanding for how things are pieced together. Yeah, I think you'll have a better time studying if you actually try to understand why things are working the way they're working. It'll take a lot longer though. Though don't get too bogged down in the details. Some details are just like so they'll take a while if you try to understand too much at once. Like the interrogative no is something I had to read a description on several times before I fully understood it. Since it has so many uses. Oh, and konnichiwa, Mei Himeneda, genki desu ka? How are you? Nakayoku, on good terms, on friendly terms, or in other words, in the middle of good, or yoku, aka on good terms. And and this is an adverb. So nare tan, which was from naru, potential form nareru, to be able to become, then nareta, did able to become. So I was able to become on good terms. Sokode, now then, thereupon. So accordingly, I know Soko's place, but how does that metaphorically mean like thereupon or then? So delineation of that place. And how does Soko de mean thereupon? Thereupon or as a result, because it indicates that a subsequent event becoming friends with grandfather, though Sakura in this context actually means it as basically of someone of that age, okay? Grandfather, it's type age. Let's see, is a direct consequent or resolution of previously mentioned situation or opportunity. So from that place, in other words, from that opportunity, so in the delineation of just from that opportunity comes this effect. So hence that thereupon means from that narrow effect just described, the following effect occurred. Because that means delineation of orbit, puts boundaries on what we're talking about, and they were saying what we're talking about leads on to this, which is the English equivalent of thereupon. So, Soko de ne, 素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど, so thereupon, I was able to be on good terms with an old man, but
Yukita さんも一緒だし、もう幸せだよ。そこでね、素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。
なんだか
そこでね、素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。
Sabishi so. So Sabishi's sad. Sabishi so appears sad. Which is what you have to say in Japanese because you don't actually know what's in someone's heart. And so they recognize that in the language by using so. You can only talk about sabishi for yourself. So lonely, lonesome. So
素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど、
that's hoe nandaka sabishi so. So, for some reason, he appears lonely.
なんだか寂しそう。
Sabishi so. Wait, she sounds like she's saying something else.
そこでね、素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。
Sami so. Why does it sound like Sami so?
なれたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。
In this, why does the sabishi so sound like Sami so? The pronunciation of Samishi is a standard colloquial form of Sabishi, a variation that emerged in the Edo period where the B sound shifted to M. When this adjective conjugates into the so form, which expresses appearance or hearsay, the base Samishi becomes Samishiso or Samiso in rapid speech. While Sabishi is the older, more formal pronunciation often found in dictionaries, Samishi is widely used in spoken Japanese because it is easier to say. So Sabishi can be pronounced as Sabishi or Samishi. Conjugation rule. Okay, so Sabishi, Samishi to Samishiso or Samisho, I guess you could say. Samiso. Okay. Mayhiminator wa. Cheers, I'm good. Trying to learn Blender somehow. Yeah, no, your AI is hallucinating. It's called vowel reduction. A common linguistic phenomenon. Same reason why it's hard to hear su and desu. Wait, so you're saying it's completely making up the thing about how people pronounce it as me instead of B? Now let's find a place where people are talking about it. Sabishi means being said. Samishi has the same meaning, but the character is not frequently used. Okay. As time goes, B sound in Japan changed to M sound. Not all of them. For example, Sabui being cold, Old Japanese, became Samui. Keburi meaning smoke, Old Japanese is Kemuri. As to Sabishi, we use them both. The difference is that both of them can express one's sadness, while Sabishi can also express a place's atmosphere. For example, I feel sad. Watashi wa sabishi or samishi. A desolate landscape. Sabishi something. Okay. So yeah, this person seems to say that samishi is a thing, though it cannot be used in all situations. Sabishi can be used. Samishi can only be used with sadness. So Fuke, scenery scene. So sabishi fuke. So you could say sabishi fuke, but you cannot say samishi fuke. Let's see. Meihimenedo wa. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about. Sabishi so has the shi in there. It's just very small, and Japanese people will notice it if you mispronounce it. Yeah, I'm not talking about the very weakened she on the end, which if you hear very carefully, you can somewhat hear that she in the way Sakura's saying it. I'm talking about the fact that they changed the B sound to the me sound. Like if you listen to Sakura, she's not saying sabi she, she's saying sabi she so, even with a very weakly pronounced vowels. She's saying samishi so. And that's what the AI was talking about. So, hoe nandaka sabishi so, hoe nandaka samishi so.
そこでね、素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。
寂しそう。
なれたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。素敵なおじいさんと仲良くなれたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。カードキャプターさくら、さくらと思い出の虹。
Sakura to omoi de no. Let's see, Sakura to omoi de. Yeah. Thought and then out is remembering something. So Sakura and remembered.
そう。カードキャプターさくら、さくらと思い出の虹。
No Niji, I think they said. Let's see. Niji. Oh yes, I heard it correctly. Rainbow. Sakura and the remembered rainbow. Sakura to omoide no. Oh, Sakura and the Rainbow of Memories. Yeah, I think that's probably is what they mean more. So, Sakura to omoide no niji. Sakura to omoide no niji.
れたんだけど、なんだか寂しそう。カードキャプターさくら、さくらと思い出の虹。次回もさくらと一緒にレディー。次回も
次回も Sakura と一緒にレリース。So, next time, release with Sakura. Actually, May Himineo, I wanted your opinion on what this line means, because I have a feeling it may be a nuanced line, like there may be like a dual meaning in it. でさ、次回もさくらと一緒にレリース。Next time released with Sakura is one way of translating it. But the way it's said interprets like another type of way of saying of understanding it.
なんだか寂しそう。カードキャプターさくら、さくらと思い出の虹。次回もさくらと一緒にレディース。思い出の虹。
See, next time, released together with Sakura is correct, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't have the context of, the other context I was possibly thinking because it relates to the TV series is they're trying to say next time, like with Sakura, as in say with Sakura, and then they shout the word release at the end, as in like trying to get the audience to shout the word release with them at the end. I was kind of wondering if it had that context with it because of the way they pronounced it.
さくら、さくらと思い出の虹。次回もさくらと一緒にレディース。
So you heard the way they say it. That's it. Yeah, I mean that could be it. I mean that's how the show does it. Toimasta. Yeah, that's something I have a feeling that I don't know if I'd have to get a native Japanese speaker to understand if that's like a second involved meaning of it or what, but that's something I was wondering about.
思い出の虹。次回もさくらキャプターさくら、さくらと思い出の虹。
質問がありますか? Are there any questions? If not, we're going to raid someone, so please stick around for that. Okay, the first person I'm going to rate is Brother Dust, who's currently teaching Japanese with Persona 3 Reload. The second raid is going to go to We're gonna raid Pochelu, whose native language is Japanese and is studying English. Let's see, and the third raid is gonna go to... So we're gonna raid Miss Motan's Misfits, who's playing Power World. That's the third raid. Oh, okay. They have raid disabled. Okay. So... we're gonna raid Tifa, who's currently drawing. So, 皆さんお気をつけて、また明日。Goodbye now. Yeah, goodbye. See you later.